Hi Polyphonic, this is Jade Simmons coming back at you for, I think this is now the third week. You might notice a little bit of difference with my hair. I like to change things up whenever I have a new project or a cool concert coming up. And I just got back from New York for a very cool concert. I played the Apple Store in Soho. And that was so cool for me because for a few years now, have been billing myself as an innovative artist, and it was really cool to pair myself with a company that's known for innovation. So as the album has just dropped, I'm spending now most of my time focusing on promoting the album, putting together touring for the album, as well as the trickiest part, which is getting media coverage for Playing with Fire. And I know in the world of classical, we artists really, if we had our choice, would spend almost all of our time practicing, and I feel you on that. But you can practice for 24 hours a day and then show up and play a concert to an empty hall. Or you can spend all your time on media and promotion and show up and be unprepared for your concert. So there has to be a balance that's struck between the two. Probably what scares us most about getting media coverage is we just don't know how to get the media interested. So in a few weeks, in a few days, I'll be announcing a teleseminar program called Be the Buzz, which is about getting the media's attention. But I wanted to give you kind of a preview of how you do that. And the way that you find yourself being buzzworthy is that you have to have a story. That scares so many of us because we want to stay true to the art. We want to be genuine. We want to be authentic. And we think that having a story means making up a story or crafting or finding a gimmick. And that's not at all what I'm about. But I do believe that every artist has a unique story to tell. In fact, I believe you have anywhere from 3 to 5 really compelling stories. And it's your job as an artist to suss those stories out and then craft them in a way that's compelling to the media. And then when you find that story, guess what? You don't just tell it in one way. You find various ways to tell it that are going to appeal to different outlets. So there's a story that you're going to tell to NPR that's going to be a different story than what you're going to tell to Billboard. There's a story that's going to translate on the radio better than it's going to translate in print. There's a story that's going to be really awesome when you get to tell it on TV. So when I'm crafting my pitches, I keep all of that in mind. It's really important as well to know what editors and producers and radio hosts are looking for. So a large part of the battle is doing your research and finding out what the media wants from you. And then your job is to answer this question. And I learned this back in my days of preparing for the Miss America pageant, believe it or not. When I was getting ready for the interview portion, the lawyer who was preparing me kept saying, the question you want to answer, no matter what the actual question is why you, why now? That was a life-changing revelation, because when you answer that question, you become pretty hard to ignore. Why you means what makes you so special that you deserve to be covered ahead of all of these other amazing artists. And why now means why do we need to cover you right in this moment? What makes you relevant? So start thinking about those two questions. Look for announcements about this seminar. I'd love for you to participate in it because I think that all artists can benefit from having more media coverage. It just goes to broaden your span of influence, your impact, to increase your fan base, and to ultimately grant you more ability to put your art on display. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. And in the meantime, think about why you, why now. Okay, talk soon.